And then she walked on, ha, 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 ha. And she's like, excuse me, where's member services? I'm like, you dumb bitch, if you would just walk 5 more steps. Okay, you see where those bluesmen are right there? That's where our member services is, in retrospect to where we were. And there's a giant sign that says member services. So no matter where she was, she could have seen it, but if she had just walked 5 more steps, she would have been right in front of it. The fact that she just walked 2 steps, then turned around and came back to ask us where it was, just showed me. I just looked at her and I was like, ugh. I just did like that. I kind of farted mentally on her. I mentally farted on her. I mean, and Fred, the guy next to me, he was like, Mark, he just touched my shoulder because he knew I was about to explore her. I was having a lousy day anyway. And then the stupid just went all on my face. Her stupid literally stained my face. I had to restrain myself. I actually walked away. I just walked away. You know, like, this is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. The dumbest people shop at BJ's. But they think they're so fucking clever because I'm at BJ's and I get savings. I'm smarter than the average consumer. Ha ha ha. Where's member services? You dumb bitch. I fucking hate you. I mean, I tell them every day if I had a Stinger missile, I would blow up that stupid store. And I told them, like, if you ever get a bomb threat, you better look for me because I'm the one that sent it in. I did it. I mean, yes. Have you ever worked in a place where you see consumers?
Yeah. Do you want to hear my stories about working at Michael's? Okay. So, I'm working at Michael's. It's an arts and crafts store. It's basically in Waldorf you have 5, which is, it meets 301 and then 5 becomes 228. So it's just a big intersection and it's just 228 on the other side. On one side, we originally had Michael's Arts and Crafts store. We had, what else do we have? Michael's Arts and Crafts, we had Super Fresh, which is like, you know, a grocery store. We had Staples, we have PetSmart. But then on the other side, we have Petco, AC Moore, we have Office Depot, which everything in its competitor. Other side of, you know, okay, so I'm working at Michael's, and it's Christmas time, and we get the stupidest people coming in. They're always the people who think, oh, I'm such an artist, I need to buy these things, I need to go and buy my easels and my paints and all my stupid crap. And you know, I'm just trying to work, I'm just doing my job, you know. And I have this lady who walks over and she's, you know, she's all like gussied up like nouveau riche kind of person, you know. And she's like, excuse me, do you have any other easels? We have this big display of easels. And I'm like, oh, no, we have that one and that one and that one. I'm just telling her about them. She's like, well, that one up there, is it like this one? Because this one doesn't come with a carrying case, and that one comes with a carrying case, and I want the carrying case. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't understand, these easels have been up here since the store opened, and we just get something that's like it. It's not the same. So she's yelling at me saying, well, I don't think they're the same. And I'm like, well, ma'am, they are the same. I can tell you that they're the same. She makes me drag over the 15-foot ladder. All 5'3" of me drags over the 15-foot ladder. You know, the big, tall ladders that could, like, reach up beyond there. Well, anyway, I drag over this it's probably 17 or 18 feet, including all the little, like, special things to keep you from falling. Yeah. So I drag this thing over, and I go and I get, like, a price gun thing, and,
yeah.
Do you want to go down the rest of our drinks?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I climb up the 15-foot ladder, and I get to the top, and of course, all 5'3" of Liz, tiny Liz, you know, at the top of this ladder, yelling down, asking her which one she wanted. I put it in the wrong place. So get back down, drag it over, fix it, get up there, check the little, like, USB code dealie on that. Yeah. Come back down, check it on the other one. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that they're not the same. So I just tell her, they're the same thing. Essentially, they're the same thing. It just doesn't come with the carrying case. And she starts going on to me about, well, I don't want to spend $170 on the other easel when I could buy this one for 60-something. But the one that you're selling me will not hold my big canvases. And she's yelling at me and, like, following me around. I'm just saying, okay, I can get somebody else to help you. And then she, like, went to them for 5 minutes and then came and found me again and started yelling at me again for not having the right easel. When it's not my fault they don't have the right easel.
And they blame you.
She keeps telling me that, well, the easel that is more expensive, the $170 one, I don't want to spend the money on that. And I'm like, well, what kind of painting do you do? Something, if it's lighter painting, it doesn't really matter. But if it's, you know, heavier canvases, and obviously it's canvases, so she just won't settle and leave me alone. So finally I just look at her and I say, okay, AC Moore is across the street.
You just sent her to the compare. Yeah, like,
I don't care.
like, it really gets me, like, when customers start blaming you for problems. Like, I was going in the back to get toilet paper, because I needed toilet paper at the time. And like this one woman stops me, and like she's like, "Excuse me." And, like you can always sense the stupidity in some people. Like you could tell someone's about to ask you a question because they're the people that are looking around like,
Because they get all arrogant
Yeah.
and haughty. And
So I had tried to make a cut into the aisle to avoid her, but she called me, so I had to walk back. And I said like, yes, ma'am. And she's like, yes, excuse me. What she asked me for? She was like, oh, where is your apple cider? And I was like, I'm not quite sure, ma'am. I mean, if you go over there, that's where we keep all of our Christmas beverages. And she was like, do you work here? And I was like, yes. And she was like, and you don't know where the apple cider is? I was like, well, no, not really. I think it's like, if you go over there, you might see it. And she was like, can you tell me someone that can help me? I was like, well, right up front, there is the frontline supervisor. And they know where everything is in the store. They have a little computer and everything. She's like, you want me to walk all over there? And over there is probably about 10 steps. So she's like, you want me to walk all the way over there? And she's like, what's your name? I'm like, Mark Collier. Mark with a K.